Do Israelis see Palestinians as human beings? I need to ask that question because I interviewed somebody 2 or 3 years back, right? And he's been a part of my Discord server since then. So I want to say he joined my Discord server in 2022. So I'm going to safely assume I interviewed him in 2022. Um, so I interviewed him, and the interview was fine. It was fine. It devolved very quickly, and he just kept referring to them Palestinians, and I'm using them Palestinian as animals, and I'm like, yo, hold on, like you can't say that, and I'm going to explain why. I'm going to show the Discord messages that he put in there that got him banned because I banned him. I banned him from my Discord. Imagine being a prisoner and people are more focused on who gets the credit than your freedom. Yo, yo, that's bars. Now, but at the same time, right? I banned this individual now because he was like wilding out because I was advocating for stopping the war. I was advocating for anyway. I'll just get into the messages now. We did that interview back then. He was doing that. Now, randomly out of nowhere, this is off topic on August 2nd of 2025. So that's August 2nd of this year. This is one of the 20 living hostages out of 50 hostages that are in captivity in the tunnels of Gaza. His name is Avatar David. So this is how he looked before, and then now he's a bit like scrawnier because he hasn't been malnourished and all that. So yeah, bad. That's bad. And I said, "Are we still sending weapons to Ukraine?" To the best of my knowledge, yes. To the best of my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge. Now, yeah, people are suffering on both sides. And my response was, yeah, people are suffering on both sides. They should end the war. It doesn't seem deep. It's not deep. That's not a controversial take to where people are suffering on both sides. Like Israel has their prisoners and hostages, and then Hamas has hostages. So what's the big deal? Like, what's the problem? I don't get it. Like, all I said was they should end the war. Now, his response to me, mind you, his response to what I said came 10/10 October. 10/10. So that was just 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Dude, I wasn't even checking Discord 3 days ago. So I didn't even know he put this in the chat. He put it in there and he said, yeah, people are suffering. I banned and blocked him. Yeah, people are suffering on both sides. That's what I said. His response to this was, this is what the Hamas doing to the hostages, and you are saying in response to that, people from both sides are suffering. I mean, yes, there's people that are coming out and saying, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. Numerous journalists on either side of the fence, okay, numerous countries have reported that some, if not all of the Palestinian hostages or prisoners, because that's what they're calling them. They call them prisoners. So prisoners are getting tortured daily. Sometimes daily. Sometimes daily. I don't want to misquote them. Are getting tortured sometimes daily. Tortured daily. Even if it was 5, what if it was the same number? What if it was 50? Because y'all had like over 300. Like, what if it was just 50 of them? That makes y'all equal, right? Like, cause it just said some. That's all they said was some. And anyway, he said, both from people from both sides. You say or condemn Hamas alone? Why do you need to compare us to them again? Don't you think it's disgusting what you are doing? Yeah, it's only controversial if you're by suicide. Controversial. How is it controversial to say Yo, this is the effed up situation. Y'all have been going back and forth since before I was born, okay? You got October 7th, you got that other incident, you got like when you go like even further back, cause I went and did a little bit of research, like you got something called Nukba, you know what I'm saying, where it's like an annihilation of people, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like there's just a lot. And then when you go back even further than that, the Palestinians did something crazy to the Israelis. So it's like what? And then you go back, and then you just see y'all been going back and forth for a really long time. I don't even know who started it. It's been going on so long. We don't know who started it. Like leave me alone. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say both of y'all need to chill out. That's it, because I don't know who started it. I don't know who been crashing out. Like y'all have collectively crashed out. Like you, October 7th, Hamas, bad. Period. Dot. Looking at what Gaza was in 2023 to what Gaza is now in 2025, bad. Kid, and my laughter is a bit nervous. It's a bit of a nervous laughter. Oh, I realized my mic is super far. Like, was I sounding quiet? Was I sounding quiet? Do I sound better now? Do I sound better now? I didn't realize how far my mic was from me. Um, Bombing kids, bad. Like bombing children, bad. I've seen multiple children that are now going to grow up their whole life without an arm, leg, or both, or all. You innocent people have been turned into paraplegics. That's bad. That's bad. Period. Dot. Now, yeah, I don't pay attention to how close you put the mic to your mouth. Yeah, yeah, I just realized it was a bit further away than normal, you know, so I brought it a bit closer. It's still off screen though, but it's closer now, so it probably sounds better, especially for the people that are going to listen like podcast audio. Uh, then he continues and he says, "Can't you just condemn Hamas for once?" But he types hummus for once. I did. I just did. I just did. I just did. Whatever you're into. You effing hypocrite. You are literally citing and comparing us with Nazis. Shame on you. I never said anything about Nazis. I scrolled back through my Discord server. Like I scrolled back like over a year. I don't think I've ever brought that up besides when there were literal neo Nazis marching down the street. Uh, so yeah, there's that. Now, comparing us to Nazis, shame on you. And no, and Noble, we are not stopping the war. We will stop at the war when we put down Hamas and take Gaza and drive out the animals in it where they came from, or to countries that will receive them. We are done being abused by those filthy animals. And by the way, if you're offended, I'm calling them animals. Go F yourself. This guy, let me give y'all a brief history lesson on this guy. This guy tried to get me to like put out like propaganda for like a foreign government. Like I wasn't gonna do it. Like he thought I was stupid. He thought I was just some regular black dude that just didn't know what's going on or what he was talking about or what he was insinuating. You know what I'm saying? I play stupid sometimes. I play stupid a lot of times. But one thing I ain't gonna do is get manipulated into saying mess that I don't believe. Get manipulated into doing stuff that I don't believe. Like I could not for the life of me. Okay, for the life of me figure out what his deal was. And he would always just send me more and more stuff. He's like, hey, can you cover this? Hey, can you put this out? Hey, 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 hey. And it was always with his bias. Then I finally seen him. I seen his face. I figured out where he lived. I figured out like his like somebody like his uncle or his father works in the Israeli government. Like I'm disturbed by this dude. Like I don't know what his deal was. I don't know what he was trying to get off, but I'm not going for it. I'm not stupid. That's just what it boils down to. I'm not stupid. So you can try somebody else. Like you're not gonna make me feel bad because I didn't call y'all Nazis. All I said was you can't refer to people as animals and other people as animals. And this gets into the core reason why I'm bringing this up, because as a black person, you can't tell me, start talking to me about other human beings being animals. You want to know why I have that stance and why I'm so staunchly against that? It's because at one point in time, black people, we were referred to as animals. That was a real thing in the country. You can go pull up videos. You can go pull up newspapers, texts. You can go, I can ask my grandparents that are still living about that. That I have my grandparents and older members of my family remember before the Civil Rights Act was passed. They remember Jim Crow. Like that was not that long ago. That was my grandparents. And they were referred to as animals. They were treated as second class citizens. I'm not going for that. You're not calling anybody an animal around me. It's period. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not doing it. So yes, Vidoga, you got server banned. And if you end up popping up in my stream, in my chat, anywhere, I'm banning you again. I have nothing left to say to you at all. That is the worst of the worst. Like you're scum to me. Like you can't refer to people as less than. Like what happened to people using the golden rule? Treat other people the way you want to be treated. Sure, if he had said, and here's where I delineate, right? He's talking about when he says that, I asked him specifically, and you can go back to that interview on my channel. I asked him specifically, I said, hey, are you talking about all Palestinians? Or are you just talking about Hamas? Because if he was just talking about the terrorist organization, I'd leave it alone. But he said all the people, period. So that means Palestinians that are in Gaza, Palestinians that live in Israel, Palestinians that live in Egypt, Palestinians wherever they live on the globe. Like there's American Palestinians. There's, we got DJ Khaled and that other, what is it, Gal Gadot? No, it's not Gal Gadot, but it's somebody like she's pretty, but like she's Palestinian. You know what I'm saying? You got girls in Europe and people over here and over there, like they are Palestinian. And you're saying blanket, even if they're a good person, blanket, that's an animal though. Can't trust them. Might when you turn their back on you, he's gonna bite you or something. Like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? Do you hear yourself right now? But God forbid anybody brings up anything that is even close to being like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Israel was messed up for bombing them kids. Like somebody just said something just as mild as that. Because that's not a crazy take. That is the mild take. That is the mildest take you can have. And they go, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that about us. What about October 7th? And what about this and that? Like, that's nuts, bro. That's nuts. That's not. Anyway, that's that. The dude is banned forever, for life. Whenever I see him, he's banned. Period. Dot.